fresh tire heels, fresh tire heels, fresh tire heels, fresh heels.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest podcast. That's right. We made another one and added it to the list of the 45 billion other podcasts already made. This is the Anything But Credible podcast, or the ABC pod for short. I'm with a couple of my buddies here, and we decided to talk about, some news stories that you might not have heard about, or are so ridiculous, so crazy that you need to know about. There's a lot of stuff out there that doesn't necessarily hit the major headlines or stuff that you come across. So we decided, hey, if we're going to talk about this stuff and make fun of, these things that happen, why not just record it? So to my right here, I got my buddy Tim, a.k.a. Timmy the Kid, a.k.a. Timmy Two-Turnt, a.k.a. Griff.
This list could go on all night.
What's
all
up?
Night.
What's up, Griff? How we doing today?
Pretty good. How's it going, world?
To my left, I got my buddy Keith, a.k.a. Mr. Hot and on Fire himself, a.k.a. Killa. What's going on, Keith?
I'm doing good, man. What's going on with you?
K-I-L-A-K.
My name is Nick. You might hear me go by other names, Doogs, Dugan, Doogie, who knows? You never know. And like I said, together we're doing this podcast, and it's going to be called the Anything But Credible podcast. So I think, without further ado, we're going to jump into it. But I was thinking, guys, if we're going to do this together and we're going to record stuff, I think I need to get to know you guys a little bit better. Yeah. So
right.
I came up.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well,
I really have no idea who you two motherfuckers are.
So I decided, maybe we should come up with a couple questions.
I hate one of you guys. I'll let you guys decide which one.
So, first question. Favorite person ever? Go.
That's heavy.
Favorite human being ever?
Keith, you go first. Who you got?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
We taking it there.
I mean,
Sorry.
right off the bat, Tim. Can it be fictional?
Yeah, literally anybody.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Griff, you got anybody?
That's a loaded question. Me and Alexander the Great share a birthday. I'll go with him.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I'm special.
I'm going to go with Frank Underwood from House of Cards. Just legendary, man. Okay. The dude's ruthless.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it is, man. He gets shit done,
He does.
He gets shit done.
We could use a little bit of Frank these days.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I hear you. All right, second one. Now, if you know me, this is right up my alley here. How should I say? Favorite / most believed conspiracy theory?
I'm going to have to go with the Squatch, man. It's the most believable. It really is.
I love it.
Lizard people, no doubt.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're not aware of the lizard people.
Are you serious? George Bush was a lizard,
It is one of the most believed conspiracy theories in the world. The Queen of England is she's a lizard person.
All right, get into it. Explain this.
Adam Silver, I think.
Explain this.
So they're shape-shifting lizards, man. It's about as simple as it gets.
What?
They run the world. They're aliens.
Yeah, I think they're...
Most of the most powerful people on Earth are secretly lizards.
So is that like
Illuminati?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah.
but
Yes.
like for lizard people, though?
Well, they go out to like...
They're hand in hand, actually. You can. The Illuminati may just be lizard people.
Whoa.
No, don't they go out to like some ranch in Wyoming and worship an owl or something like that?
That sounds legitimate.
Yeah.
I don't see why they wouldn't do that.
I work with some crazy older men that like believe this.
Totally believe that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a leap of faith.
It is nuts. They believe in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Oh, not lizard people. Or both.
Like,
They can be the same thing, I believe.
I mean, my whole understanding of the Illuminati is it's in your face. Like,
Well,
Like,
Yeah.
so you're telling me it's a crazy conspiracy that very rich people run the world that's already happening?
Right.
Like, it's not that
They,
crazy.
they have meetings and announce them. Actually, it's called like the IMF. and
Yeah.
things like that. It's just not a secret society.
Yeah.
They may or may not be lizards. That's can't make that call.
Yeah.
I can't believe I haven't heard of this. I'm pretty big in the conspiracy world.
It's one of the top believed ones out there.
Wow.
It really is.
I love that. I'm going to have to look that up.
Millions of adherents totally believe that.
And Keith, you're going with Bigfoot, right? You just
Oh, yeah,
but
squatching.
the overall, not necessarily a specific Bigfoot theory.
Oh, no. I
'Cause, you know-
understand there is
different
different Bigfoots out there.
Yeah, you don't-
You got your Yetis.
You're
and-
equal opportunity Bigfoot.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's that's a rabbit hole that you can get pretty deep in quick.
certainly an interesting type that always seem to see them. So who knows why? But what about Paul McCartney?
Oh, that he actually died?
Has he been dead since like 1972?
Yeah. Well, I hear Tupac's in Jamaica somewhere.
Sounds totally reasonable.
Yeah. Him and Elvis probably just hanging out.
A super band. They're making a super band out there in Jamaica right now.
Oh, that's
Yep.
what it is.
I think so.
Okay.
I got to be honest. I don't believe the Tupac thing. I never have got into that.
I know he's dead.
The dude's
Pretty
dead.
sure you can go dig up his body.
Yeah.
like he's dead.
Dude was shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. Next one. Favorite infomercial product. Keith, this is all you.
Oh, this is right up my alley. So, the other day, I was fixing a sandwich for lunch. And if anybody knows anything about my parents, they are just infomercial junkies. It's sad to say we have like every single gadget imaginable. So my mom recently purchased a sandwich bag stand.
Oh.
So
You're gonna have to explain.
well, it's a stand and it's got two clips to hold the sandwich bag open while you load it.
That seems like a necessity. I don't know how I've been getting through life.
I mean, maybe like when you guys were like 6 in grade school and she was packing all lunches and stuff. But what really though, right now?
But yeah,
For when you can't get that sandwich in the bag, Nick, come on, it's a real problem.
I just shove it in there. I don't really care. If it don't fit, force it.
what about you, Griff? You got one?
I saw that bacon bowl thing I've been seeing lately.
Oh.
I really think I want it.
Oh,
You can make like a bowl out of bacon.
I'm saddened to say we have that.
2016. You guys have that.
We do a lot of gag gifts in our families,
Okay.
so we pay attention to a lot of the infomercial, and we that's what we do.
that's why I made this that question specifically with you in mind for
yeah.
sure. That's something I never got into.
Really?
As soon as an infomercial commercial comes on or whatever it is, I mean, I'm immediately changing it. So I don't even give it not even like a 10-second test trial or anything. I'm like, this pisses me off. I'm out. Next one. Next commercial.
I used to watch them for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know anything about it. I do know the one that I have used before is obviously like Slap Chop, like the basic, basic things.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used that.
I mean, it's nice, but
I mean,
What would you give it out of 10?
oh well, I mean, probably like a 4. I mean, the only time that I've really ever
pretty low.
seen people
That's not
use,
very good.
I've seen the only people that I've seen use it really are not for necessarily cooking.
I can't imagine what you might be talking about.
So
I've
yeah.
never seen that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Here. This is not necessarily an icebreaker question, but I got a quick question. I was having a conversation the other day, and I need to know something. If I'm the only one that has this thought, have you guys ever lived in a house that didn't constantly have a bottle of ketchup in the fridge?
No. It's always ketchup. My condiment game at home is always on point.
Wouldn't you say that if you were to move into a new place and you're stocking the fridge, one of the one of the main things you'd buy is a bottle of ketchup? Right?
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm trying to think if there's a bottle of ketchup in my fridge at home right now.
No, okay.
There might not be.
Now,
Wow.
I have a question for you guys. I know a couple people that leave the ketchup out of the fridge.
No.
I think
No.
you're allowed.
You are allowed, but like, who does that?
Who eats
know.
warm ketchup?
Yeah,
Nobody
true.
does that.
I mean, I guess if you're at a restaurant, it's warm,
So does that mean?
Right.
like a fast food joint.
So does
All
that?
of them at every restaurant.
I
They're sitting
guess
on the
so.
table all day.
Yeah. Does that mean people use like warm mayonnaise and like stuff?
No,
like
I don't
that?
think you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a dairy product.
Maybe
right?
Miracle
Oh,
Whip.
So-
yeah, I guess.
I think you got to keep that cold.
Yeah.
Interesting side note: my mother, who's a woman in her 50s, swears she's never eaten ketchup in her life. Like, she's
What?
had ketchup in recipes, but she's never had like just ketchup on
Wait,
her
what?
or just ketchup.
Wait.
She swears to God. I mean, she might be a liar, but she swears.
Is she like a hands down mustard lady? Like,
Has she never eaten meatloaf before?
yeah.
Not
No,
with
no.
ketchup, I guess.
Dude.
Man.
Definitely used to make meatloaf, but no.
So you guys always had ketchup growing up though,
Yeah.
and she just never
My-
was like,
my dad
"Oh."
eats ketchup, So no, Jill, no ketchup for Jill Grifford. She doesn't do it.
So if you guys like have a big barbecue, it's just, I mean,
There will be ketchup. We will accommodate the guests, but my
But your
mom,
mom is
is
never-
not going to eat the ketchup.
I have never once ever like got a hot dog and like not put ketchup on it. I've never done that.
I don't put ketchup on hot dogs. That's blasphemy.
What?
It's mustard.
It's
Mustard is the
child's play, man.
Mustard is the correct condiment for a
Oh
hot dog.
my
Yeah.
god.
It's the only condiment I put on it.
Really, most
dog.
ketchup I use for like fries. That's about it these days.
Yeah. Dude, I know guys that dip steak in ketchup.
That's messed up.
Yeah. It's I'm almost embarrassed for them every time I see it. It's
in a public place too.
no, it's usually at work. They'll bring it in, but it's like, man, you can't do that.
Who raised you?
Yeah.
What is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
there's something going on there for sure.
You're an animal.
That is a troubled childhood for sure.
Okay, next one here. So this is kind of a weird question, but Keith, I know you're big on the YouTube vids. If you were to go, and I'm sure you've caught yourself many times going like a deep YouTube dive, like rabbit hole style. Usually, if you could sum it up or average it out, what kind of videos are you looking at?
Well, whenever I venture to the weird side of YouTube, I'm a pretty big gun enthusiast guy, so it usually gets really weird really quick, and people are just like yelling at me to go vote for my Second Amendment rights at every chance they can. So that's probably as weird as I get into YouTube, and then like obviously if I'm looking up some conspiracy theories,
Yeah, well, for sure.
that's weird stuff's gonna just pop up.
Well, I know at least your brother, I feel like he can get into deep dives with like news, like funny news stories and stuff. He always
Onion
shows me
type of stuff.
Yeah, like the
Oh, yeah.
you know, like the I like turtles and stuff. He,
Oh,
always-
yeah.
he showed me a lot of videos.
My,
like,
my brother dives deep, and then like he'll give you the kid's name and like his occupation now and like his net worth of
Yeah.
the past 5
He
years.
knows the guy's life story.
Yeah.
we might have to bring him on at some point, and
Like-
so like for a deep dive, like and see what really he's looking at.
Have to do a deep dive internet section.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
and-
that's a
We
that's
can
a
do that for sure.
good segment.
And just
Yeah.
see, because I know he showed me some stuff, some really, really funny stuff. So I know he goes deep. What about you, Griff?
I nerd out on news and I nerd out on like Game of Thrones stuff. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's probably the
Like theories?
most disturbingly nerdy thing I do. But yeah,
So nothing like crazy though. I was expecting something like nuts, like I was, watching clowns and something, I don't know,
no.
weird videos like that.
YouTube can only get so weird when you search certain things. I mean, I guess I
I
could.
don't know if that's a true statement. I think it can get super weird.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man. There is
But
like,
you just kind of have to wind up there. Like,
Yeah.
you can't go looking for that type of weird. It'll find you.
Yeah, it always does.
Yeah, I mean-
those suggestions, man,
Yeah.
they always get me.
I
good.
I would say I don't do this regularly, but I have found myself like after an hour like looking up and being like, what the fuck? And it was I was looking at those videos of doctors opening styes and
Oh,
giant.
man.
I mean, it's
I can't
disgusting.
do it. I
Yeah.
can't do those.
Now, I
Those
know
are
a lot
so
of
bad.
I know a lot of people have seen those and yeah, but like if you actually do like a like a deep dive into it, wow,
Dude, they start talking about how they smell and stuff. And
Well-
it's bad.
you'll start finding like not doctors but like amateur videos of like me just popping someone
Yeah.
keys and it whoa man.
People have like fetishes for it.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It is so weird, disgusting thing.
Oh man.
So I walked in one day at work to a video on YouTube of a guy getting a hemorrhoid taken off. And that was by far the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Who was watching that?
Some guy at my work, he had one, and he was like, how can I get rid of this without going to the doctor?
No, go to the doctor.
And yeah, I saw that. I will never unsee that. That was
One of those things.
Yeah, it was disturbing.
Yeah, see, that's one of those things where those weird medical things. They're like, they get you, man. I did like I looked up and I was like, what am I doing? Like, what
I'm a
is
little bitch
happening?
about that type of stuff. I
Well, me
can't-
too. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't do any of that stuff, but it was like I was like, I don't know why I was just going down that rabbit hole so far, and I got lost a little bit.
Yeah, it's probably
It's kind of weird with me. I can deal with seeing my own blood and my own injury,
Yeah.
but somebody else's injuries, it's like, oh god, he's gonna
cringe.
die.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Also, it's just the pus that is like more than injuries. I can kind of deal with seeing injuries, but for some reason that specific genre of zit popping, cyst popping videos just
Oh really?
it destroys
That's
me.
what gets you?
I can't do it.
Is
Yeah.
the pussy nasty?
Yeah.
See, like
Even just hearing you say it, like
I
it
can't.
hurts.
I can't do like the broken bone ones where like that kid from Louisville a couple of years ago
Oh,
in
yeah.
the tournament.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Who was that
bad.
dude?
What's that?
Who was the broken?
Yeah, what's his name? Like Kevin Ward or
Kevin
something?
Ware.
Ware, yeah,
Ware,
Ware,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, that was seeing that live. Wow,
That was gruesome for
that's
sure.
bad.
Yeah.
And that and Sean Livingston, his when he broke his knee in half.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, really? He did that. It was on a breakaway layup. Oh. He just did like a finger roll, and he just landed, and his leg legit split in half.
Wasn't Paul George's really bad?
Yeah, but I didn't actually see George's though, because that was like,
That was international, non-Olympic basketball.
well, they were. It was like
Yeah.
it was like training. So like they were in
Okay.
their own little gym. I don't think media was even in
wasn't
there.
even cameras.
No, but Sean's was in the middle of a game, and it was like I said, a breakaway. So that was pretty bad.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Okay.
That's
well.
something you expect in a game, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to some stories here. I'll start it off. I think we know each other a little bit now, so we can go ahead. All right. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but where was this story? This lady stabbed her. Long story short, stabbed her husband because he brought home the wrong donuts. Okay. Indiana. Michelle Nelson, 37, from Indiana. I guess her husband wanted to surprise her, say, hey,
Really?
babe, I got you some donuts. Well,
Not the right type. No
yeah,
jelly.
apparently from what it
No
was,
jelly.
yeah, I think it was the wrong kind of donut holes, I think, from that. Didn't cut it for her, so she stabs him square in the chest. There is a video that I watched for this story, and what really is interesting is that she must have done it in broad daylight in the middle of the street, because they interview some lady, a neighbor, who saw it all happen, and says that she saw him stab him, and then I guess the knife actually got stuck in his chest, and he like tried to take it out, and he ended up breaking it off in his chest. And I was just thinking, man, first of all, because of the wrong donuts. Second of all, she was so crazy and so mad that he got the wrong donuts that she didn't even like wait for him to get in the house. She like met him out at the front door, I guess, or like, I don't know. It had to have been outside if the neighbors saw it.
How'd she already know?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Please-
I don't know
please
about
tell
that.
me-
new mystery. Sorry.
These two have never reproduced.
Actually,
Guarantee it.
they had a 2-year-old daughter upstairs.
Oh gosh.
waiting for dad to bring home the donuts. This was a known thing, I guess.
So
I don't know if it was a surprise or not, but
So is it like an every Saturday thing? Dad comes home with donuts? Because I mean, that sounds like a beautiful household.
well,
So
so that
better get his shit together next
yeah,
week.
apparently.
well, that makes it interesting, because if it is like, oh, dad went to go get donuts, he knows what kind of donuts to get.
Yeah.
He should,
But-
I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks she was in the right or not.
if he, I guess it could be the store's fault. I mean, what the poor guy, we don't want to be driving around the whole city getting donuts.
And he could have thought he had them.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't aware and they messed up his order.
That's true too.
Maybe
yeah.
it was custard
She
instead of
stabbed the wrong person.
instead of jelly.
Maybe we need
Yeah.
to call that news department and have a follow up with
We do.
the
Oh,
donut
yeah.
shop.
There's more
You know?
to this story.
There's got to be.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is,
because if she's meeting him at the door with a knife, like,
somehow she already knew
yeah,
what type of donuts he had in the box.
Man.
I'm thinking this is even above the donut store, man. This is like a
Supply chain problem with the donuts? I
no,
don't follow.
no. This is I'm going full conspiracy right now. This is higher than us.
Lizard people?
Yeah. Lizard
Lizard people had something to
dude.
do with this stabbing?
Yeah, oh yeah. No doubt about it.
If it had happened in Florida, I would give that some credit.
I can
but
believe it.
Yeah,
Well-
but I'm thinking she just wanted him dead.
More,
Really?
That's probably fair.
and she was just like plotting, like, I know how to get.
Yeah.
Him. I'm gonna say you got the wrong donuts.
Well,
And
it's
everyone's
the-
going to be on my side.
it's the perfect defense in court.
It really is.
I mean,
the judge is like, yeah, mm-hmm.
What jury?
Wait.
What juror in their right mind would send that woman to jail?
Yeah.
Honestly.
I can just see the judge
Like-
being like, wait, you asked for donut holes and he got a chocolate long john? Oh yeah, you
7 years, you didn't know your type of donut.
You're off.
You stabbed
You're
that
off.
asshole.
Moral of the story: watch out when you're getting donuts in Indiana. Keith, you got something? What we got? Any news coming on?
oh well, I mean, it's got to be Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
This is taking over the world. I think it just hit in Asia. This is when it's going to get interesting.
It just now hit there?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Oh yeah, Japan just got it.
It's about to take a dark turn.
Oh yeah, shit's about to get weird, real weird. Like, you remember like a while ago when Asians were like, well, I shouldn't say all Asians, but like the popular thing was to lick each other's eyeballs.
No.
You don't remember that? It was like
No.
a sign of affection. They were
What?
like licking each other's eyeballs.
That's bizarre.
It was. See, man, the Pokemon Go is about to get strange, even stranger than it already is.
I don't know where
Well-
you're connecting these dots at. But
It's strange enough because I think we were talking for a second before we started recording, and I think we've all, between the three of us, have definitely come across just about every kind of story that can come from Pokemon Go.
international incidents, people.
International incidents, deaths left and right,
Ladies cutting trees.
finding deaths, finding bodies and stuff. Did you hear about that stuff?
No.
Yeah, I think it was a little girl was following the Pokemon thing and
Yeah.
went under a bridge and found a dead body. I forget where that was. Yeah, they found a dead body, and she just told the cops like, "Yeah, man." They were like, "What were you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, just get my Pokemon, man."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's disturbing as a child. Maybe like
Oh, that girl's scarred.
Parents are definitely gonna look into this deeper now. Like, oh, I don't want my kid around there.
Well, you gotta watch out too because the last thing I saw, well, not the last thing, but one of the first things I saw was people setting up Pokestops, fake
rob
Pokestops, and then
people?
they'd rob them. And I know at least here in St. Louis there was like a couple spots I think
I've
like
heard-
downtown that they were doing.
Yeah.
I've also heard that some of that was bullshit. Like some of those stories were just kind of
Yeah.
not so factually based. I think it has happened a little bit, but not as much as it's been
Yeah.
reported on and covered in social media type of nonsense.
Very well could be.
They're also saying this is gonna be like a child molester's dream
Ooh, that's-
game.
Yeah, I've seen the memes.
Yeah.
the Family Guy, the Charizard
Well,
in my basement or something.
I gotta tell
Yeah.
you, it is interesting because we were driving around. I was driving around and stuff, and I'll see like church boards that are outside, and like, "Hey, we're a Pokestop." I'm like, "Oh, damn!" Or I see like businesses, which is a great idea. Like, "Oh, we're a Pokestop."
Sure.
Not sure how that works, but like, you could definitely see in the wrong hands.
Churches doing that is
Yeah.
both hilarious and disturbing.
Yeah, I know,
all
right?
at the
That's the
same
first thing I
time.
thought. I was like, "Oh, damn,
Man.
man."
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that at all.
Well, you just, hey, at least, I guess, if you're a little kid out there and mom and dad are forcing you to hit church on Sunday,
I guess, yeah, I guess I would have been happy about it.
you could get a
probably.
rare
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's a point where like in your brain, when do you just shut it off? Just be like, hey, no, I'm not climbing this tree
Well, you would
to
think
get this Pokemon.
You would also think like maybe in like the Holocaust Museum where people have
Yeah.
they've had serious problems with people going there to play Pokemon.
Well, that's
and
the
just
other,
no reverence.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the other thing, too, is I've been hearing a lot of stories of that, of people getting mad for where they're putting these gyms and Pokemon. Like one of them was on, this mom somewhere was was outraged because there was like a Pokestop or something like that right on top of where her dead son's memorial was
yeah.
placed. And so
Gosh.
people were like walking over it and like going to it, just not to
Yeah.
like,
Well, not trying to
yeah,
be
right.
rude, but
But
yeah.
and it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I bet that happens all
It's
the time.
going.
and
It's
stuff
got
like
to.
that.
Yeah.
You know, all over the place.
Well, if I've ever heard of people legitimately walking onto the highway,
Yeah.
people
Crossing national
getting
borders.
getting arrested for crossing over to Canada or back from Canada, people getting hit by cars. There's been a couple deaths, I think.
I'm pretty sure.
And now in Asia, like I could just see, like, I mean, it's only going to keep
There's a lot of people over there.
a lot of
Yeah. It's only going to escalate, man.
But what'd they say the first opening day? What'd they say? Stocks went up. Nintendo went up 22% in one day. I think they.
Wow.
I think it raised like the company. What do you call it? Worth went up like $8 billion or something in one day.
Oh, really?
I could
Some
totally
their
believe that.
evaluation or
Yeah,
whatever.
something crazy like that. And now with Asia, it's gonna be nuts. But yeah, it's just weird. It's really taken over. I was telling you guys, I see and know people that you would not expect to do Pokemon or play Pokemon
Right.
and be all about it. People that you don't even think like we're old enough because we were all about it on the Game
Yeah.
Boy and stuff.
First time around.
Yeah.
TV show, movies back in the day, cartoon, all
Playing
that stuff.
cards, man.
Oh yeah.
The cards, everything. A lot of kids, this might be their first. It's weird to think about. Might be their first run. I don't know if they've continuously kept coming out with Pokemon or what
I
the
think
deal
they
is.
did, but I don't think it was.
I don't think it was
in America. I don't think it was very popular.
I don't
Yeah.
think it was anywhere near the craze when it first happened when we were growing up,
Right.
like late '90s,
People
early
were
2000s.
pretty crazy about it back then, actually, for sure. It's very comparable to what it is now.
Well, that's what is
Yeah,
interesting.
that's
I
what
think.
I'm-
Yeah, because I think it's interesting that our generation and older that were with it the first round would still pick it back up. That's interesting.
I mean, I picked it back up. I'll be honest.
Nostalgia.
I play.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong. Pokemon's the blue and the red and stuff on Game Boy. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But the funny thing is, I just went to dinner. Like I think it was like a couple days ago, and we're sitting there waiting. It's like a 15-minute wait. This couple comes in. They're like, "Oh, we don't want to wait. We're gonna sit at the bar." So I sit at the bar. I'm sitting there. We're watching. Not only do they not talk to each other, they literally not a word while they're eating, while they're getting the food, but they're both playing Pokemon Go.
Wow.
And it's just like, well, this is
Common interest.
Yeah,
what,
I guess.
what it is. So
Yeah.
very interesting.
It's always something, though. People are always finding some way not to talk to each other.
Yeah.
So I guess let it be Pokemon now.
Well, if you're playing, I've been seeing a lot of hack videos of people like tying their phone to the fan.
I've seen there's like a new company that does drones, like
Yeah.
just for Pokemon Go.
I've seen it.
How has this all happened in 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks,
I
right?
am possibly the laziest Pokemon goer. I have not got on my car yet.
Hard to believe.
I have not gotten on my car yet, and yeah, I don't plan on it. It's way too hot right now to be walking.
It is late July.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, they should have picked a better release. It should have been spring or fall or something.
Something more convenient towards me.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, what do you got, Griff?
I mean, we got this White Sox player who's cutting up jerseys like a 5-year-old petulant child.
I'm a big sports guy, and I didn't even hear about this, so tell me about this.
I mean, as much as I know, they were doing throwback jerseys, and this guy was not a fan.
Yeah.
And so he cut up the entire team's jerseys, and now is facing a 5-game suspension.
See, I heard, well, because he was supposed to pitch, and I heard it was restricting. And then they said, no, you're going to have to wear it because he went LeBron James, and I think he ripped the sleeves
Okay.
off because he wanted to go with the sleeveless. And then it turned into, no, you're not going to be able to do that. So he threw a tantrum like a child and cut up everybody's jersey, not just his own.
I got some questions for this, okay? How long do you think it took? Because, we're talking about a professional sports team. It's not like you just have one jersey.
No.
I mean, if he cut up every one of them so that they couldn't physically wear them, I mean, he probably had to cut up like 2 to 3 per player.
A baseball team's roster is pretty big, right? So,
Yeah, I think
And he
it's-
didn't even do. There's a pitcher, right? You said.
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't even do like just the bullpen or anything. He
I
did.
think he did
everybody.
the whole team.
I think he did the whole team.
At least
Yeah,
that's the way it's
like-
being covered, I think.
You would almost need help. You would think.
Right. Well,
I don't know
that
how.
would take some time. Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
How,
or is he just like maybe slashing them and moving on? Because he could do that, I
yeah,
guess.
that'd be a sharp knife though. To
Yeah.
Get through all that.
With a knife? You don't think he just like scissored him?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what's
Once
handy
again, we
in
need
a-
better coverage on this story.
Yeah.
Maybe he probably. You know what? He probably did. At least what I would do. Line them all up in a big pile and use like some like bush trimmer, like hedge. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go.
Like something
Now you're
heavy
thinking.
duty. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what lengths he went
Something
to.
they like manicure the lawn with.
Yeah,
Just,
like
just
something-
run it over like lawnmower.
That would have been a good way to do
So
it.
then,
Yeah.
my other question is: once he cut them up, what did he do? Did he like throw them all over the place, or the remains, or like
Based
what did
on
he
the
do?
childish behavior so far, I imagine they were just found laying around the locker room on the ground.
Left it on a
Yeah.
pile
Yeah.
there. I wonder if the his manager was the first one that he did, or like who was the first jersey that he picked up?
It was
like
probably his own.
His own, yeah.
I guess so. That's funny.
Like, were they ugly? See, I don't.
They were actually. I've heard they were pretty hideous.
They were pretty hideous.
I couldn't tell you what they looked like, but I've heard they're bad looking
Okay.
jerseys.
That's hilarious.
Yep. So what was the deal with this this woman that you guys were telling me about? Found sucking on a propane tank.
Oh.
Would you like to go
man.
into some details here?
Okay. Quick insert, real quick here. When we come across these stories, we look at these stories, and obviously we're looking for the goofy, funny stuff that you might not have heard, or low key that don't really make the major headlines. When we come across these ones that are directly related to Florida, we got to do a shout out, because Florida stories might be the best out there.
It's its own brand of strange that it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
And so what do we got?
Give you a little background. I think she was found drunk. She had drank 2 liters of alcohol. I don't know what alcohol.
2 liters.
No, so what happened was the cops get called, okay, and they come to this lady's house. I think it was the daughter was calling it on her mother.
Okay.
So she's like old.
Right.
They were like, "Where's your mom?" She's like, "Oh, she's in the garage." They open up the garage. They find this chick naked. I believe she was toothless. I don't think she had any teeth. I
Yeah,
don't know.
she is toothless.
They
Vital
find her
detail.
naked, but she's huffing a propane tank.
Yes.
And this blows my mind because, listen, back in the day, people were like huffing paint and stuff. People huff a lot of stuff.
I remember hearing about it in Dare.
But in order for you to be on that level,
Right.
to be on a propane tank, like that's crazy. Okay,
it's pretty crazy.
So the cops are like, "Oh my god, what's wrong with this lady?" And she starts threatening the cops and saying, "Hey, if you come any closer, I'm gonna light this. I'm gonna blow this tank up." And so they're like, "Oh my god!" But the kicker of the story, if I remember correctly, is that the cops are like, "Screw this," and they jump in there and they go to kick the tank, and I believe the tank's empty. Like they kick it out. Like this chick huffed a whole propane tank.
Oh, she's not.
And they were like,
shape.
"Oh my god!" I hope Keith can bring this up for you, but her mugshot is hilarious because she
I saw
is
it.
so happy.
Oh, yeah.
She is on another planet high.
She's 45 going on what looks like 70. So like
Might have been a little bit of crystal meth in her past.
she's also 5 foot 300 pounds.
That is hard. That is a bowling ball.
It's pretty rough. She kicked and bit the police, but the biting obviously didn't hurt. So yeah, that strategy did not work out for her. Oh man, this is great.
You gotta know
But
your
then-
assets better than that. Come on, if you don't have
Yeah.
teeth, you can't be a biter.
So there's another kicker too to it. So then they figure out once they get her in, they book her and everything. They're like, "Oh my god, this lady's blood alcohol is crazy high," and she's like, "Oh yeah, I drank 2 liters of alcohol
Like
before,
grain alcohol or something.
before I started huffing."
Oh yeah, I believe it was vodka.
So she drank a handle of vodka and then was like, "Damn, I need to get more fucked up," and
I
went
wonder
straight
what
to
her
the
BAC
propane
was.
tank.
I mean, there's some crazy stuff out there. People getting rushed to the hospital every day for drinking like hand sanitizer and stuff because they can't get their hands on liquor.
Yeah, well,
There's some dark, crazy stuff out there.
I just can't imagine just the thought that goes into your head when you look at a propane tank and you're like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna do this.
I'm about to suck this in, all of this.
It's gonna be a good night for me.
That's what's funny too. Is I was saying her mugshot. I mean, she just looked like just
Kid on Christmas morning.
not
Yeah.
even like wow that she's high. Like wow,
Yeah.
she is really in a good place right now.
Yep.
I don't know how.
Maybe we should try some propane.
Don't
Yeah, seriously, man. Hey, don't knock it till you try it, I guess.
I'm just not even the propane's scary, obviously, but the handle is impressive to me. And then to even move on to
To be able to be conscious.
Yeah.
I forget what the highest recorded BAC ever, but it's insane. And they released this one from the hospital, and then they pulled her out of a snowbank like 20 hours later, still like at like
drunk.
0.04.
Oh.
It's like you should be dead. Normal human being is dead, but they had her at like 0.08, like almost 1% of her blood was
Was-
alcohol.
Wow. How do you function on that?
And she was driving.
And, oh man.
Oh,
And wow. Wow.
It's the highest ever recorded. It's a woman too. I think it's a woman in Alaska, if I remember this correctly.
See, I'm thinking like frat house situation. Like some dude just got his first D-dub and like his parents got him a breathalyzer and then like,
Yeah.
dude, bet you I could beat you, man.
You want to get super drunk and see what we can blow, man?
Yeah, dude.
but like a handle though, and just like
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But certain people.
I mean, not only was she it's just amazing. Not only was she functioning,
Yeah.
but like,
Sucking on propane.
Yeah. Like, she had to have pissed herself.
I
Like,
was gonna say, can you?
That was not on her list of concerns.
yeah, but you're just not coherent after
I'm saying,
that, man.
just,
There's no way.
Imagine what that sight was when the cops opened that garage door.
I would have, if we could get a snapshot of the cop's face
Yeah.
at the second he saw this.
Oh, exactly.
I don't know what
That
I'd
would've been
do.
amazing.
I'd either laugh or
Cry, or I don't know.
I'm thinking they might have puked.
Yeah.
yeah, just
Or just be very confused.
She was naked.
I don't know.
She was
just
300 pounds naked.
5 foot.
5 foot, man.
Sucking on propane.
Okay, we got to move on to something. This is gonna give me nightmares. Check this out. Listen to this. A man in the United Kingdom who became famous for his womanizing ways will now have to stop. A 53-year-old Tony Henderson from Yorkshire. He was arrested for selling drugs and stuff. Right? He's a big, like a big drug guy, I guess. But that's not the kicker to the story. What got me is he has 27 children.
Oh wow.
27 kids. So apparently this article is saying that he was dealing drugs in order to support.
Well, what else are you going to do?
So
You
wait.
got 27
So
kids.
what I'm asking is
selling crack.
Dad of the Year award?
Yeah, dude.
He did not leave one. I mean, it sounds like he's out there hustling for all 27 of his kids.
Got to feed those babies.
Yeah, but there comes a point in time, man. Just what are you doing? Like you're making these decisions,
He's
man.
balling. He's balling.
Yeah, apparently. Well, he's been laid at least 27 times.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe he's just the most potent man on earth.
Hey,
man.
that could be.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
don't
a
know.
claim right
You
there.
don't
That's a
know.
claim to fame, yeah.
So check this out too. Listen, police raided the home of Henderson, who has a record of 53 previous convictions. They found 18 packets of crack cocaine.
Almost
That's a
one for each
Tuesday.
kid. It's almost one for each kid.
Yeah.
It's not quite that.
He was found guilty of drug charges and sentenced to 12 years. Oh, here's another kicker. Henderson's pregnant girlfriend. So he's working on
Still
28.
doing work, son.
Working on 28. Was also arrested for heroin possession.
Well, of course she was.
Why wouldn't you be on heroin when you're pregnant?
With his 28th child.
Yeah.
So
Life decisions.
I just, man, it's hard to think. You guys know that I'm a big basketball guy.
Yeah.
So like, Serge Ibaka, he's like one of like 15
Right.
kids.
Yeah.
Steven Adams from the Thunder.
Yep.
He's like one of like 18. They're like all 6'10" and it's like a.
They're New Zealand.
Yeah,
right?
they're like
Isn't that
a.
where-
Yeah, they're like a monster family. Like they're like crazy.
Yeah.
This guy has over 10 more kids. I mean.
Yeah.
He had 20. Almost had 30 kids.
I mean, you're almost at a football roster.
You could definitely start fielding
yeah.
the team, I think.
Oh my God, yeah, easily.
Like-
We're talking an NBA team and a D League affiliate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A minor
Yeah.
league, man.
No doubt.
You could almost do a league.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
You could get a few basketball teams together and start a league.
Well, that's what I started
with
thinking.
your children.
So I started thinking, sometimes when you go to Thanksgiving and we get the family, maybe like a wiffle ball game.
Yeah.
What do? Do they have 4 separate games going?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say his current girlfriend is not the one that has had all 28
You don't think she's
of
had all
his-
27 of them?
Yeah.
The article does not say
thinking
how
there's-
many women.
There's
so.
multiple women.
It did
involved
say
in
he's a
this.
well-known womanizer.
Well-known.
Which
Well,
there could be 27 different mothers.
Yeah.
For all we know.
So they probably don't all get together, is what you're saying.
that's a
at
busy
once.
Christmas
There
for
could be
him, man.
there could be some beef in that family.
Yeah.
Can you imagine I wonder if this guy has a personal associate that keeps up with his calendar. Like, that's 27 birthdays. That's 27, individual holidays.
Do you really think he does?
I don't think he really cares.
I don't think he does. No.
I don't
He's
know,
out there
man.
slanging them rocks, man.
I
He's busy.
think it was more like a shotgun effect for him. Just like one of these are going to be successful.
Yeah, he could be right.
Try it all,
It's-
you know?
The odds are in his favor.
Yeah. Maybe he just wanted to see his face and like every nationality. Maybe he wanted like a Latino baby, a black baby.
Yeah, interesting genetic experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think like, yeah, there's no. I mean, what I'm thinking is maybe I don't know what level of drug kingpin we're talking about. Even I don't even know if we'd go that far as kingpin.
Yeah,
but
I don't think we should go that far.
But if we,
Kingpin means he's above the law, not getting caught.
yeah,
know what I
well,
mean?
apparently
Not selling individual packets of crack cocaine.
that's true. That's true. And apparently the only reason he did get caught was they were saying that he was, of course, bragging on social media and Facebook and stuff. So obviously a rookie mistake. This guy can't be.
That's first day shit if you're gonna be a kingpin.
yeah, can't be doing that.
Yeah.
You gotta get your own social networking department that'll do that type of stuff for
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Well, you guys got anything else? Anything else you've heard or come across?
Just gonna shout out to Dan Balzerian. Keep doing what you're doing.
Who?
Do we have to do that? Do we have to do that?
Wait, you talking about Blizzarian? Is that what you're saying?
Balzerian, dude.
Professional playboy.
Dude, just keep doing what you're doing. I envy that
Must
life.
be nice. Oh, I envy it for sure.
oh, yeah.
But I'm a hater. Like,
Oh, you're a
I'm
hater?
not gonna shout out to him. I'm gonna be like,
you
God,
sip
it must
haterade,
be
dude?
nice to be born rich and just feel to do
Well, have
that.
you read the Forbes, I think it was Forbes, did like a cover story on him.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got to check that out, man.
He might be a brilliant businessman too. but,
No, he's not.
He's
Yeah,
not.
No,
I figured it was cocaine and hookers.
He's,
think that's largely his
well,
brand.
actually, I think he might have won like a poke. I don't know.
Well, he claims for sure. He claims that he's
but
won a ton
it's
of
a
money.
conspiracy theory,
a
though.
ton of money playing poker, but then people
Really?
like do a little bit of checking, like,
Yeah.
no, that money came from your dad.
Yeah, there's a lot that say that that's a lot of his stuff is not true. I'm pretty
If
sure
I'm wrong, Dan Blazarian, I apologize.
I'm pretty sure he is.
I'm sure he'll hear this. So.
The definition of a trust fund, baby. I think.
See, I was not aware of that. Never mind. No shout out.
Well,
Fuck
I mean,
you, Dan Blazerian.
you got to at least listen. I'll give
You're
him
just
credit.
making me more jealous of your life.
I'll give him credit for this. If we had that amount of money, there's really not that many people that are doing it. Like, I mean, he's pretty reckless, but I'm pretty sure I would.
Oh, he's a great self-promoter.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no doubt.
I'd probably do the same thing.
See, there's no like
I
rich.
don't know if I would like. I might do it. I might do those same things, but I don't know if I would like glorify this shallow lifestyle in the way that he does.
Well, that makes you wonder too. Is he
But
actually?
maybe I would.
Is he actually doing? I guess he. I mean, or is he just like setting up a picture for Instagram? You know
I'm
what I'm
thinking
saying?
it's more
I
photo
hope
shoots.
I hope it's.
That's
more
what.
like
That's
that.
what I'm. That's what I'm getting.
Cause like you see those people over in India with their big cats.
Yeah.
Like they do like professional photo
Yep.
shoots for Instagram. Like
Yeah. Right.
it gets pretty nutty. I'm not on the gram,
Me either.
so I don't really know about that gram life, but
Yeah.
I hear like people become models off of
Oh yeah.
just their
big time.
pictures
Like,
and
Yoga pants girls, man.
oh
Those
God.
some of those girls have made millions of dollars just taking pictures of their butt.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Wait a second.
It's a beautiful age we live in.
I gotta
Yeah.
go back to this real quick
No
because
doubt.
this is something that we got to bring up here. Keith, you don't have Facebook.
Yes, I do not. I have no forms of social media besides Snapchat.
We have to talk about this. We have to talk
Yeah.
about this. 2016.
Yes.
You're a millennial.
Yes.
You don't have Facebook
No, I'm
Not even just Facebook.
or Twitter or
Nothing.
I am very comfortable with my decision of
Back it up. Give us
no social media
some reasoning.
I say and do a lot of dumb things that just don't need to be projected to where if I was to become successful or be scrutinized for something I say or do, I don't want to deal with it. And I want to form my own opinions. I don't need gratification from everybody. Like the whole like thing. Like just do what you want to do. Don't make sure everybody else is going to like it. You know what I mean? That's my feeling on it. I want to form my own opinion and I feel like it's a distraction. That's what I feel about social media.
I can understand you. I think it's more of a tool though. You know,
It is a tool used in the right way.
If you really,
but-
if you're all about getting likes and stuff, you're probably doing it wrong. But
Yeah.
I mean, it can be a platform to voice your opinion, I guess. But you need to realize most people do not give a damn about your opinion.
Right.
But then also, I think it's just useful to keep in touch with people, events, parties. You know
Well,
about them.
yeah.
And then that's the way I look at it is if I'm good enough friends with you, like
I'm gonna
you're
know
gonna
about
keep
it.
in touch with
That's true.
with me. So
Right, but I think it's just another tool to keep in touch. That'd be like saying I don't have a cell phone because my friends will come to my door if they're good enough friends.
Yeah.
Like, that might be true.
well, that's a little
but
different than social media.
pushing it out to another level.
Yeah.
But
Well, it is. It is like that, but it's also interesting because at least I don't know necessarily with Facebook, but with Twitter, I know a few people that don't necessarily engage in it, but they still have it and still will look just for information basis. And I know
See,
that you.
Twitter, I would do something like that.
that's what I do pretty much on Twitter. I don't
Yeah,
think I've
you-
tweeted
you've
in
never
like a year and a half.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I find interesting about you, Keith, is because I know that you're not like an uneducated person as far as the surrounding world around.
No,
and you go looking for news and for information. So I
Yeah.
find it really interesting that you don't.
Because Twitter is great for that.
I mean,
It is great, but I feel like it's almost overwhelming. Like you're getting everybody's opinion on what one thing happened,
Yeah.
and a majority of them are probably wrong. I don't
That's
feel
true.
like weeding through the bullshit in order to get the actual story.
I think I
So
like the bullshit. That's part of
no,
my
the
problem.
bullshit is fun.
Yeah.
Like comments and stuff like that are fun. I do enjoy that side of it.
You kind
but-
of get to feel the pulse of the nation, whether that's right or wrong. You get to know what people are saying and thinking
But
about certain current issues.
But when they're not educated on the issues, they're just
They're normally not.
yeah, exactly. When they're just flying off and saying whatever the fuck they feel like without having any information. That's why I wait for an article and then I read the
Yeah.
article and they give me the information because they have the
Yeah,
police
no.
record and the video of what happened. I don't feel like knowing what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, you shouldn't be getting your news from there. Certainly
Yeah.
not. But I
fun
think
stories,
just to feel,
yeah.
just to know what people are thinking, to know how stupid people are. Really, it can
See,
be very useful.
I don't have to know that.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I like getting mad sometimes, Keith. So that's probably part of it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know. I've said this before too, but I've come across a study. I'm gonna have to bring it up for next week. But
Okay.
and the study basically, if I remember right, is basically says that I think it might have been last year. I don't know, but basically says that if you don't have Facebook, especially if you're a millennial, there's like a 89% chance that you're a psychopath or a /serial killer. I mean, it's like an actual study.
Totally sounds reasonable.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So I'm
I mean-
definitely.
Things are starting to fit into place now. Yeah,
Yep.
my picture of Keith's coming together now.
This is
Just don't take my knives away. We won't have any problems.
see, this is the anything but credible podcast. So
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not fact checking. We're not doing. But I think I might have to do a little research for this because I mean, this really blows my mind. Not only that, but we also know other people too. A couple other people that don't have Facebook too, which I find just
So
No,
one of them has to be a sociopath.
I understand it's
Has
probably
to be.
really strange for this day and age for somebody of my age, but I don't have problems with communication. Like that's the whole thing. Like I don't have problems with communicating with people. Like I talk to random people all the time. I approach people all the time. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a king bullshitter, but I just don't feel like dealing with something else in my life. That just doesn't make sense to me.
well.
That's why I don't have social media.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to grab this article. We'll see what
Yeah,
we can relate.
Let's definitely
to.
come back to this.
Yeah,
I'm
was
interested.
it in like Cosmo? Do I have to answer a bunch of questions? And then they're gonna tell me if
18
I'm,
ways to improve your sex life. Or something.
yeah, you're gonna tell me if I'm right-handed or left-handed.
Not-
Something I should already know.
Not exactly sure where it was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't from Cosmo. I'm just throwing.
No,
that out.
I figured it wouldn't be from Cosmo.
I know.
It's just.
Dugan does flip through those magazines quite often.
Oh, do
so
you? You go to the doctor a lot and just sit there and
Read Cosmo.
Read?
If
Yeah.
he's not sick.
Oh
just read
man,
Cosmo.
full subscription, man.
Oh, good for you. Do you still get the paper version or like?
Yeah, man.
Did you step it up to the ebook
No,
or the e-mag?
I don't actually. I mean, if I was to get a subscription, it would be the hard copy. But
Good to know.
Really?
yeah, I mean,
I guess it would. It is still fun getting mail. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. Besides bills,
It's always bills.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly though, what's the last magazine that you got? You guys don't flip through a magazine.
No, not in years. Seriously.
oh, I do.
I don't.
I get
I don't read
all
hard copies.
all the Missouri Conservation. I get Whitetails Unlimited,
Of course you do.
and I get Sportsman's Guide.
Yeah. See, I even I read books on my phone. Like I don't do hard copies.
Yeah,
of
I read
anything.
books on my phone, but I still get the magazines because my dad gets them.
Okay.
So my dad's old school.
Right. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Wild Turkey Confederation, or Wild Turkey Federation. Sorry.
Starting to notice a theme here.
Yeah, hunting. That's what I get.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, so let's move on here. We talked about doing like you guys got a Hoosier story or anything like that?
Nice Hoosier story.
We talked
Well,
about what we plan on doing with this podcast is having segments, somewhat organized segments.
Yeah.
One of them that I want to do is a Hoosier story of the week, if we have one. Just a quick background, real quick, for those who don't know. We are not talking about people from Indiana.
We might be.
Could be. Like one of the stories obviously was. But here in St. Louis, Hoosier has become a very common term. Okay, and I just want, before we get into it, if we have a story, so you guys can think about if you have, or something happened to you recently. Mm-hmm. I know I use the term a lot, have my entire life, grew up with it. So here's the background for it, if you didn't know. Do you know where Hoosier comes from?
It does
Griffin
originally
does.
come from Indiana.
It does come
right?
from Indiana,
Yeah.
right? Where the GM plant
When they all came here.
came
and
from Indiana
People
to the
got
GM
pretty
plant.
upset about it.
So they came from Indiana to the GM plant that was moved into Fenton. And since they were outside of the city, these people from Indiana came and kind of, started white trashing it up a little bit. And the people from the city were like, well, they're on Fenton, which is about 20 to maybe 30 minutes outside of the city. They're like, man, these are white trash people out here doing all this big, and they're from Indiana. Coined the term, obviously, they're like, oh, the Hoosiers. So it kind of is a negative.
Oh, for sure.
But not necessarily directed to, like, Indiana people.
It was rednecks in general.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
the
really,
idea.
it's just like anybody can do Hoosier stuff.
Oh, yeah.
White, black, any kind of race,
sure.
ethnicity, anything. Hoosier shit happens all the time. News stories, but, I was telling Keith this the other day, just about every time I walk into a gas station, I see something. I'm like, Hoosier.
Is this really happening? Yeah.
I walked into the gas station the other night. I just had to go to the bathroom really quick, pick up a pack of cigarettes. I walk into the bathroom, and the attendant is loading the refrigerators with soda, smoking a cigarette inside the gas station.
2016.
Yeah, in 2016. And I look at him, and I notice his cigarette, and he literally just takes a hit and blows it. Like, zero fucks, man. Zero fucks. I don't know if it was his last night or what. It was unreal. And then my buddy actually followed me in, and we both got out to the car, and I go, Joe, did you see that guy just smoking a cigarette back there? And he goes, yeah, what was that all about? Like, there was another thing about a gas station, too. So I live right next door to a gas station.
Shout out to the Phillips.
Yeah, no.
On Filer.
That place sucks.
Filer and Jameson.
So slow. But there was everybody's seen the trucks just packed full of the stuff the people pick out of the dumpsters and everything.
Yeah. Right.
So there was a car closely trailing it with a chair in her windshield. Had to have fallen off this truck. But, like, she acted like she didn't care. So, like, was she helping him pick? Or, like...
So many questions.
Yeah, so many...
There's more to that story.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Sure.
I wanted to stick around, but it was getting kind of late, and I didn't know what was going to happen with that. So I was like, I'm just going to head in. I'm going to play my cards right and just go to bed.
Yeah,
But
I think
Probably Howard dealt with it as well.
I think there's a good chance that just about every time you walk into a gas station, you're seeing some Hoosier stuff. Especially Phillips. For some reason here in St. Louis, I feel like Phillips really get the real good characters.
Oh,
going.
yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like it's a Walmart brand of people. At
Yeah,
gas
right.
stations.
Yeah.
Shout out to Walmart.
Yeah. So, and
Cronky sucks, though.
they just put that new Walmart in over in Shrewsbury, right? Have you guys been to that one?
Oh, yeah.
I have.
I'm not
Now-
above Walmart.
No,
Me neither.
They're
No.
cheap.
No, me neither.
I'm poor. They're cheap.
Yeah.
Me neither. I'm not against it or anything, but that's where you see the good. You want to get some good people watching.
yeah.
Obviously, we all know this.
I am somewhat against Walmart, but I do still spend money.
Oh
there.
yeah.
Well, I
same
mean,
here.
I-
I mean,
yeah.
Stan Kroenke is just the devil.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, though.
yeah.
Well, I was just saying, I don't have anything, an individual specific story, but just shout out to everybody out there. If you want some good people watching, I mean, we all know, what's that website, the WalmartPeople.com or something?
Oh yeah.
We all know, but that's probably Phillips 66 and that Walmart is probably just I'd say about 98% Hoosier.
If you think that Walmart's bad, you gotta go to the one off Telegraph.
Telegraph is all, yeah.
Telegraph is just
Considerable.
prime.
You guys actually
considerably
don't know
worse.
anything about that because you've never been to a High Ridge, Missouri. Deep Jeffco High Ridge or
I
Walmart.
wouldn't get near that place. That's
It was
dangerous.
like 2 weeks
I
ago,
mean-
somebody I think somebody
It's like
shot somebody in the parking lot like over like a return or something.
there's like a certain fringe
surprise
area.
nobody.
Because like the deeper you get out of like a metropolitan area, usually the better the Walmart is. Like in a smaller town.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's like that fringe area where like there's just gonna be a terrible Walmart.
Yep.
Right by a
built
major
like
city.
92 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
upgraded it. No garden center, Where am I going to get my ferns
Yeah.
at?
yeah, in
problem.
Springfield, Griff, about the Springfield, Missouri, they had those like just the grocery stores.
Neighborhood
Yeah,
markets
yeah,
or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Weird.
And people fought that
Yeah.
real hard.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They came anyway.
That's
So,
right. Yeah, well, moving forward with this, we'll have specific stories and more stuff to
Yeah.
talk about for sure. So, first episode, we'll get it going from there.
work out kinks.
So before we wrap up here, any last minute shout outs? Anybody or anything to shout out?
I don't think I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I got one shout out. I said this
Okay.
before we started recording. Just a quick shout out, minor shout out, because as we said, I don't follow or believe in his campaign, all that stuff. But shout out to Ted Cruz real quick because, I'm not gonna go either way, or I'm not gonna talk about the political, scenario or anything like that. But he did say, hey, I'm not backing Trump because this guy talked about my wife, my family, and you know what? I'm not messing with that. Hey, fuck this guy. And and he's a Republican. They're all like, everyone's like, fuck, we got to get behind Trump. He's the, candidate. Blah. But not Cruz. He's like, I'm taking a stand publicly. Like, fuck this guy. And I shout out to Ted Cruz for that.
Yeah, shout out to Ted
I'll give him
Cruz.
respect for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the word shout out to Ted Cruz. Shit.
Well-
I just said those words.
But
Just for that, though. Not like for
I
just to
understand.
be like, hey.
I
not for his
understand.
overall beliefs.
I
but
get it.
yeah.
I'll give him credit for holding on to his nuts. On
Right.
That one,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Well, this is literally that's his career.
Well,
It's either gonna go up or down.
Yeah. I think that was probably a genius move on his part.
I don't know,
Coming in the future.
You think?
Yeah, I think in like 4 years that'll probably pay off for him.
But if he gets elected,
I think
who knows?
Chris
man?
Christie's gonna have a tough time in the
Hey,
future.
well-
brother. Let's not go down this
Yeah,
rabbit hole.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, so shout out to the
Yeah.
possible Zodiac killer, right? Isn't that what they
Right
say?
here?
No, isn't that
Oh, is that me?
isn't that big thing about Ted Cruz might be the Zodiac killer?
Oh,
You guys
didn't they think
see
his
it?
father or something? Maybe.
No, it's
Or-
just like people started saying,
Really?
like, yes, people started picking on him really
Isn't
bad.
that in the
so.
50s or something? I don't think.
Or was it the Zodiac? It was something like that, wasn't it? They thought he was.
Yeah.
the Zodiac killer was like Hollywood in the 50s or something?
It was Hollywood.
A bunch
I
of
don't know,
stuff came
shit.
out about Ted. People started ripping on Ted Cruz and making fun of him.
Well,
over
they
this.
people claimed, or there was like National Enquirer stories that said that his father may have been involved in
Oh,
the assassination of John F. Kennedy. But yeah, that's not very credible.
See, and that's why I don't have
Facebook.
I don't feel like dealing with that.
That's the good stuff, man. That's the good stuff.
That's I love that stuff.
All right, well, cool. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Episode 1 in the books. Many more to come, right?
Hell yeah.
Hey, where can you find this at?
So
Yeah.
we're gonna get this on iTunes mainly. We're gonna we got a SoundCloud page will be set up. We're trying to get on should be basically any Stitcher, anywhere that you see your wherever you get your podcast. But that's the goal.
Okay.
We'll also working on setting up a website that I already have, but we're trying to convert it into this. I got some other stuff up there. So the website and all that stuff, look for that. We'll come out with the direct links and all that stuff when we post it. We'll let everybody know that, hey, this is where it is. But yeah, episode 1, Anything But Credible, ABC Pod in the books. And yeah, thanks to everybody. We're going to get going here. And I guess next week, right?
See you next week.
All right, see you next week.